All right. Hey guys, welcome back to Crypto. In today's content now, we'll talk about BTC. We'll take a look at BTC on the macro basis and what type of a price action we could be anticipating over the next like a few weeks or even like a few months going especially into the halving and all that good stuff. Okay, so now when we take a look at BTC on a weekly basis, it is quite important. Like most bears right now, they're waiting for a potential 30% correction. Okay, so what they're looking for is a potential retest of the weekly 221 EMA. As of now, if BTC retraces down to the weekly 221 EMA, you're looking for a nearly 30.89%. Okay, so that is a lot. Okay, however, one thing bears are ignoring is like the same method, okay, they used back in 2020 when BTC was near all-time high sometime back in November 2020. I remember bears was saying like, okay, we're going to drop down to the weekly 21 EMA. Okay, and BTC was roughly around like a 20k. They said, okay, we're gonna hit the all-time high area and then basically dump, down like a 30% again. So in terms of percentage, right, the weekly 21 EMA, it is at the same level in terms of like a percentage, right, just about like a 30%, right, below the price action as we basically getting ready to break out above all-time high. Will we drop 30%? As of now, I don't think so. Okay, I don't think BTC will drop 30% from near all-time high, but anything is possible. Okay, so you just have to be ready to manage your risk. If you're extremely bullish, right, be ready to manage your risk if we drop 30%. But based on my analysis, if we take a look at BTC in terms of like indicators, the MACD is not showing any type of bearishness. And I said it a long time ago, if you take a look at the weekly time frame, you just don't want to basically be drawing divergences, right? As soon as you get a divergence, something like that. Okay, so ignore the horizontal line right there, Leroy. Okay, so as soon as you get a divergence, you just don't want to draw quickly, right, a divergence and say, okay, we're going to be dumping. So a couple of weeks ago, I said it clearly in my in my premium group, and at the same time during our live stream, I said if you take a look at the total market cap back then, right, in terms of like a RSI, let's take a look at the total market cap. It wasn't basically creating any divergences, right, a couple of weeks ago, because the total market cap was still making highs right here. So if you only follow BTC and not following the total market cap, you could have been like, hey, we most likely, okay, going to be dumping because we're creating low high on our RSI. And I said, just be cautious because you just don't know how high this guy can pump. Okay, especially when we're getting closer to an all-time high within 3 to 5%. Okay, that's the best time not to short BTC. Not the best time to be, not the best time to be doing anything crazy, basically, just to cut it short. Okay, so another aspect of BTC is, if you take a look at it in terms of like a RSI at the same time, right, you can see right here, okay, we could potentially even hit like $107,000 within the next like a few weeks, and I'm going to show you why, right? So when you take a look at the RSI, first thing first, on a weekly basis, one thing you just have to keep in mind, in case we get any sort of like a shakeouts, we're most likely going to get some sort of shakeouts over the next like a few weeks. So do not expect BTC to just pump all the way up to 100k without even pulling back at least 3 to 5 or even 10%, okay, along the way, right? So, but on a weekly basis, keep an eye on one thing, regardless of what type of volatility we're going to get along the way. Keep an eye on your weekly RSI, somewhere around like a 65. Okay, so 65 weekly RSI could basically give us the double top, double bottom around the high volatility area. And whenever you get this type of move around this area, it tends to basically give you what another basically parabolic move to the upside. So just be cautious. It can either get, it can either provide another parabolic move, or even basically just print something like that with a divergence and retest the mid-range right here. However, remember, this divergence, right, could basically still be doing something like that. So it is not time to be bearish, okay, really. Even though market is pumping hard, most people want to short the market and all that good stuff, and that's the best way not to make anything in this bull market. Shorting the bull market, that's the worst thing you want to do, right? When BTC is near all-time high. Yes, you're going to make some percentage, some small percentage gains, but you just don't want to short a bull market. I'm just going to repeat it. Don't short the bull market, right? So another thing basically to take a look at, it is going to be on a 3D basis, right? So the weekly RSI support around 63, right? 63, 66 area. However, the 3D RSI support going to be the mid-range, okay? So as you can see, if you go back to the weekly, that level of support right here on the weekly will be somewhere around like a 50 on a 3D basis. So it means we could also get this move, right, and drop back down to the mid-range, right, mid-range, somewhere around like a 50, consolidate for like a couple of days and all that good stuff before the next like a parabolic nest to the upside, right? So we said it in our premium. You can see like the correction we had right here. What I said in my premium was like once the 3D RSI retest somewhere around like a 50, that's going to be a level to buy. You just don't know when we're going to get the breakout after that, but it is not going to be a time to be selling. And take a look at it. We did print what? A nice divergence right there, okay? However, price action still pushed to the upside. Why? Because we are in a bull market, okay? Not time to be basically doing anything crazy, right? Within the next like a few weeks and all that good stuff, right? So now let's go ahead and take a look at BTC in terms of extensions, right? So I'm not going to talk about the 1.618 extension, but we're going to talk about the one-to-one extension to the upside. What do I mean, right? So if you take a look at the first move we had right here for BTC, right? If you do an extension of it, right, from 15K up to a 30K, 31K, give or take, right? And you take it right from the bottom right there of just about like a 25K back in September, you can see the one-to-one extension is somewhere around, it was somewhere around like a 51K, right? So we hit that 51K and consolidated for like a couple of weeks, and then basically now breaking out. So if we do another extension to the upside from 51K, right, to the upside, you're looking at like somewhere around like, 107K, okay, 107K, okay, to be exactly right, okay. You can add $300 and all that good stuff, but just to be exact, 105 to 107K over the next like a few weeks, or even like a few months if the volatility slows down over the next like over the next like a few weeks and all that good stuff. So keep an eye on BTC within the next like a few